Oh, hello, Sinvicta.
Hello, Northernlion. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, which is funny because we're recording this on Friday.
Yeah, one
It's
week
like
prior,
one
but
week prior, yeah.
don't tell anyone though. That's our secret.
Look at this. We got a Ruka up in the frame. Oh,
Hello, Ruka.
Ruka. I don't want you in the office because you're gonna get stir crazy and you're gonna start jumping around. But for now, it's very cute.
When are they due for their lion cuts? That's what I want to know.
They had one like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe
Okay.
a month ago at this point. But they could, honestly, they could get groomed once a month, and it would be fine.
Now, do cats actually enjoy getting groomed?
No.
Is it one of those things? Okay.
Not at all. Tomo, we've been told Tomo tolerates it because he's just kind of like he's easygoing, but Ruka is like, he struggles. But then the groomers were like, it's okay because we know like we can hold him in place and we're not gonna hurt him because he's built like a freaking tank. Like this cat is so muscly. Like I'll hold him up. He's big, but he's not really like fat. He's just strong.
He's a unit.
He is a unit.
Absolute unit.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. I wonder what they have they ever had to like give cats something to sedate, like partially sedate them while they trim them? Or?
It wouldn't surprise me if maybe I guess if there's like a medical reason they have to be groomed and then they're
that makes sense.
They're ornery or something, but all right.
I imagine most cats probably don't enjoy it, but I'm not a cat owner, so I'm learning something today, and I'm also learning that Northernlion has the ability to win on a Wednesday. So now I'm a little bit worried.
Dude, it would be nice. I can't deny it. To come in 4-2 or 2-4, I guess, and then leave up by 1. But
5-4, yeah.
Either way, there's been an improvement this week, so I'm a happy man.
There has.
Well, shall we begin?
We shall.
A 3, 2, 1. Good luck. It's the same curated list, by the way.
Have fun, but the links. I believe that the links down below are they're still different though. The URLs.
Yeah.
So you're still gonna get the same. Yeah, you'll still get the same guess as we are.
Well,
oh boy. I mean, it already narrows it down.
Yeah.
Quite a bit just from looking at the roads and the red house.
It's the lines on the side of the road.
Yeah. Although I've got to say I've never seen this city or town or village or whatever the heck.
You're talking about Len Hayden?
No, I'm talking about Gatsvero or Vera.
Matsion?
It's hard to see what letter that is.
Oh, wait, I just saw a sign with a city on it. Have you heard of Madrid?
Yep. I sure have. Well, it's not in this country.
I shouldn't have told you. That's valuable information.
That Northernlion logic working wonders right
wink,
there.
Wink, got him. It's called subterfuge, sweetheart, etc., etc.
Yeah, you got to subvert the audience's expectations, like the Game of Thrones writers did.
Oh, this tells me.
Every time we get here, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's always just perfect. I mean, it's so sunny, and if it's not sunny, then it's my favorite overcast days, and it always seems cool here, like in temperature wise.
But, and this is not a knock necessarily, but I believe this is one of those countries where, depending on where you are in it, in the summertime you get like 19 hours of daylight, and in the wintertime you get like 4 hours of sunlight.
I mean, I'm fine with that, to be honest.
If you're fine with it, that's cool. I mean, I don't think it would bother me after a while, but I will admit that when Kate and I were in Iceland, and it was like the sun didn't come up until 11 a.m., I was like, yo, it's disorienting at first, at least.
Well, but you're not a night owl though.
No, not anymore.
See, I'm all night owl.
It's fair enough. But then in the summer, wouldn't you be like, oh, it's well,
here it'd be great,
bright all the time.
In Houston, it's god awful because sunlight means heat, and heat means just terrible.
I mean, I know the country for sure.
Yeah, I mean the red houses, the dotted lines, the names of the city,
the font.
I don't know about the font.
Or the language, not to be insulting. I guess it's not a font.
Borlang Kommun Skoisjuts.
You know what was cool? And I mean, Iceland was cool to begin with. But one of the things that was nice about the fact that the sun, I mean, we were there in the wintertime, basically, so the sun was not up that often. However, the sunrise was like an hour and a half long. So instead of being...
oh, really?
You know, like, I don't know, the sunrise here is probably like 15 to 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
And the sunrise there, it was like, you know, you could watch it develop.
Dude, one day I'm gonna go to Iceland. I can't wait. It's
cool.
That's such a that's a beautiful country for like it's a different type of beauty. Like it's not like Scandinavia beautiful. It's just it's almost like Alaska beautiful, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like
with more volcanoes.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's kind of like an alien landscape. But I also wonder I wonder what it's like as one of the, I mean, it's obviously not a very populous country, but I wonder what it's like to live in a country where a bunch of tourists go there to, like, you know, discover themselves. I wonder if it doesn't get insanely tiresome after a while. Where you're like, everybody thinks that coming to your country is gonna, like, fix their problems, and they're like, we got problems too, dude. Maybe I'm just being negative. I don't know. It's possible.
The ones that have to go pick up like a handful of like the volcanic rock and then like eat half of it to get their spiritual cleansing underway.
Well, they're like, you know, I get you're having a fun time. You're like, ooh, it's cold. I'm from California. This is new. They're like, I live this every day.
We got a lot of that in Bermuda.
Oh, dude, I imagine, yeah, because it was in the Beach Boys song. So,
yeah, that's what put us on the map. We weren't even on the map until then. I have no idea where we are in Sweden. I'm just gonna put it like there. It's not Stockholm, I can tell you that. Ooh, you went Norway?
So what happened? I was 100% convinced we were in Sweden based on the language of the sign.
Yep.
Then I saw a sign that said Oslo this way, and I had a conversation with myself. I said, you know, am I really so confident that it's Swedish that I'm going to ignore the fact that the city name... I mean, I recognize Oslo, obviously. So I thought, you know what, I'll rely on the sign and assume we're in Norway, and that was foolish.
Man, I moved... I had, for about 30 seconds, I had my guess right on top of Borlang, and then I moved it closer to Stockholm because I wasn't sure. If I had left it there, I would have gotten a much higher score, but I got 48-17 on that one.
Dude, that's really good. I got 4,051. And I'm sure, like, you know, you probably do the same thing I do, which is you go, well, it's not Stockholm. So you think to yourself, you know what? I'm going to...
Somewhere near there.
Well, I do the opposite. I go like, well, if it's not Stockholm, it's probably way further away. And then it's like a city that's just north of Stockholm or something like that. I do that in Russia every time.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a Mockba thing.
You're like, well, it's not, if it's not Moscow, it must be like, you know, Siberia.
Okay, so I know where we are.
Country-wise, for sure.
I know, like, city.
You know the city? I haven't gotten that far yet. I think I went deeper into the suburbs like a fool. Oh yes, the historic site of the wintering place of Dollier and Galenay. We learned about that in school every day. Oh, the wintering places of what I'm assuming are early explorers. Okay. Oh, dude, I know where we are.
But do you actually know? Like,
I lived with a guy in university who was from this area. So I don't know a road, but I know that it's around here.
No one's gonna take me alive.
That's Knights of Sidonia.
Yeah, except here it's Knights of Caledonia.
Ooh, that's not Caledonia, Sinvicta. That's Caledonia.
Oh, Caledonia. Sorry.
Yeah.
Down here we call that Caledonia.
It's around here.
I know I'm in the right area because, I mean, I saw the city.
Oh, never mind. He was from here.
Wait, that's not. Wait a second.
My bad. I was totally wrong, because I was like, yeah, man, he's from near where the Havelock County Jamboree takes place. Don't even start with me, brother. I'll just level with you, by the way. I have no idea where Port Dover is.
The Jamboree.
You know, Ontario is a friggin' huge province. This is where you just end up, you know, scouring, more or less. I mean,
there's a London, Ontario?
Oh, dude. Yeah, London, Ontario, it's pretty big. Like, I mean, it's not as big as London, England, but...
Well, yeah.
But, you know, it's like... It has a major university that has a huge rivalry with my alma mater, and, you know, it's a cool place.
Is this Carillion, or... Is that how you would pronounce that?
Oh, I have no idea.
This company.
Oh, yeah, no. Beats me.
See, I saw Norfolk, and I was like, oh, yeah. It's
Virginia.
Like, yeah. It's like it's like in the New York part of Virginia.
Yeah, but...
Kinsman Park.
That's basically where I'm at, but I'll tell you, there's a Kinsman Park probably in every city in Ontario.
Is that, or is that not, an amusement park / like water park?
Kinsman Park?
Or is it just actually just a park?
I'm gonna guess that it is a square piece of land with a couple of benches, but I could be wrong.
The logo makes it seem like it's a water park, and I got very excited for a little bit.
Look, Ontario, we gotta talk, okay? Because you can't have a road called Ocean View Avenue in Ontario. Go look at it. Nothing matches. There's no ocean near Ontario, except the Arctic Ocean if you go far enough north. Okay, but I do roughly know where we are now, to be honest.
I think I might get actually smoked on this one. I'm being thrown off because I can't unhinge my brain from seeing Norfolk.
Yeah.
But this is Port Dover. And I'm not anywhere near a port.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Oh, I super found it
here.
Yeah, I got 49.96.
We got 9 seconds left. I'm going to take all those 9 seconds.
Please do. Please do. If it helps, it's near Bee's Home and the Beach Boys B&B.
I should have stayed there.
It's close to the Crepe House.
I should have stayed where I moved at the last second further north because I saw port. So they call it. How can it be a port if it's on a lake?
Yeah, I mean, I think a port could be on a lake, but
I mean, it's a big ass lake, but still. Well, I got 43.61. You got 49.96.
49.96. I appreciate the Canadian guess. Helped me out a great deal.
I'm at 91.78.
I'm at 9,047. So it's a tight game.
Man, oh man.
It's a tight one.
Air Core. It's my favorite Space Jam soundtrack song.
I don't know that one. Is it a reference to Michael Jordan's Air Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the track that followed. Hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
I don't know that. I didn't know the Space Jam soundtrack. I only know Everybody Get Out of Sound of Slam now, and also I Believe I Can Fly. Those are the only two songs I've ever watched.
You have not. Have you heard Hit 'em High, featuring Cypress Hill, LL Cool J, Rain Man, Method Man?
I don't believe
Busta
that
Rhymes.
I have.
You haven't, dude? It's a great song. Go look it up later. You will. Oh yeah, Coolio's in there as well.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't looking up anything on the Space Jam soundtrack.
I own the soundtrack, so
there is a 0% chance that will happen.
Wow, you come on, just take a music recommendation from a friend. I promise you will not. You will not be sad.
I'm operating on the assumption that perhaps the Space Jam soundtrack represents something nostalgic for you, and
it does.
As a result, I feel like it probably would not apply to me. Dude, speaking of which, though, like, This is a cool guess.
I've never seen... This city sounds familiar, but it sounds like it's not here. This right here seems to say either more here or here.
I mean, I have a feeling I know what you're clicking on up there.
Okay, now the question is this the same road as that?
The country's not that big. How is it possible that I cannot find the road?
Oh, I have found the city.
I'm not mad. I'm more just like, how did I not find it? Because I was scrolling as well. I mean, I know what country we're in.
What country do you think we're in?
I think we are in Ireland because there is Gaelic on the sign.
That would be a safe assumption.
But then I'm looking at this and I'm like, the best breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the Midlands. And I'm like, the Midlands, isn't that like around here in England? It's like between London and Manchester?
That is also a safe guess.
But that was freaking Gaelic, dude. Or Scottish, I will admit. No, this is Irish. There's an Irish flag. Don't play games with me, Sinvicta. All it takes is one tricolored flag, and it's all over for you, brother.
All right. I think I have found the intersection. So
I'm just upset that I don't know which Ireland this is.
Excuse me?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
There's Northern Ireland, and then there's the Republic of Ireland. I also can't find any of the roads, and I'm like, is it me?
With a minute left, I think you'll find it.
I don't know, dude.
If I found it, then you'll be able to find it.
These are some tiny roads. Nuts Corner.
Yeah, I go there every Thursday after my free drink.
Good callback. Oh, okay, I found the road.
Yeah.
All right, we're in there somewhere.
I have made my guess.
On the N52 to the east, you will get to Dundalk, which means we're somewhere like around here. We're also looking for Mullingar, and of course, Delvin is merely 13 kilometers away. Okay. He's done it.
What do you have?
I mean, I think I'm close to the intersection. I put us like right here. Yeah, 49.78.
I got you by 10.
Basically the same score. We're staying competitive. That's the important part.
Yep. I'm at 14,166. This is a photo finish here.
It's a knockdown, drag out battle.
Yep.
I'll tell you, I took one look at the city around us and I said to myself, I think I know where we are.
Yep. How do you pronounce this?
I was very wrong, just for the record. I was extremely wrong in my initial guess.
Where'd you think we were?
I mean, I just looked at the building and I said, brother, this is London. And then I looked at literally anything else and I went, oh, absolutely not.
You should have gone with that guess. It was.
But I don't think that is this. I think that is like this.
This is this country over here. I can tell you that right now.
You tell me 100%.
That is, if I can find it on the freaking map. Yeah, there we go. This country.
You got it 100% sorted.
100%. I am 100% confident. I don't know the city, but I do know the country. 100%. Because we had, I say we, I had the same issue I think either in week 1 or week 2, where I saw the language. I thought it was in one country. Turned out to be something close by.
Well, I believe that. I also believe that I have seen this bus, or, well, rather, I guess it's a streetcar, but...
They say it's in this country they call it an autobus.
I doubt they do. I doubt very much that they do. Well, dude, there's a non-stop KFC ahead.
Non-stop?
I'm assuming that means it's open 24 hours, but I love the idea that it's called non-stop. Okay, now I know which country we're in, at least.
I need to know what this is right now. I need to know what is inside of this store. Because...
What is the name of the store?
The name of the store is I'm going to say this as American as possible. It's Chobot Nice.
Okay, yeah.
But on either... It's flanked by 2 octopi or octopodes.
Not
okay.
Even close to how that's said, but okay.
Look, there's 2 octopus on... There's one octopus on either side, all right? And there's pink arrows pointing in towards the door. So it's either a seafood restaurant, an anime store, or a strip club. It's one of those 3.
I mean, it could be... I think in this part of Europe, they have, like, legal... You know.
You think it's a brothel?
I think it's possible, at least.
Because that's what I was thinking. It wasn't, and I promise you, it wasn't it was not the octopus that was giving me that vibe. It was the pink arrows of all things.
I don't know why they would put an octopus on the...
Yeah, that's why I'm like kind of guessing here.
I believe I know this city name.
You should. I spent too much time looking at the brothel. I should be looking at road signs. This is a beautiful city. I mean, aside from like some of the graffiti everywhere, but it's a beautiful city.
It's par for the course. We were walking around in one of the nicer neighborhoods in Vancouver last night. We walked by just a bare wall, and somebody spray painted boner on it. What are you gonna do?
Nice. That is a Canadian insult if I've ever heard one.
There's just nothing you can do with it, but the amount of work that you'd have to do to make sure that you never had graffiti is out of control.
Dude, the graffiti in this city is just nuts. I'm now like observing, now that I've pointed it out. We are anti-fascists. We are communists. Is what this sign says.
Wow. I mean, it's a country that was definitely in like, yes. I mean, it was in the Soviet bloc, right? So it has a lot of politically charged discourse.
Thai's Asian food shop. Now that's a brothel name if I've ever heard.
I believe that they do have Asian people here. I believe that's. I don't disbelieve it.
They got half of one right now. I'm coasting along in this car.
What do you think? Do you think that's a city? I mean, I'm just
gonna make the guess here.
I think we're in Prague.
You would be correct.
And we tied.
Man, it's coming down.
It's a close one. But this next one, it's just rich with information immediately.
I feel like you're being sarcastic, and you're being sarcastic. I can't tell if the top of this roof was painted like that or if it actually had a fire. It looks pretty disheveled.
I'll tell you, this looks like a place where a fire could take place.
Yes.
There's a lot of brush. Excuse me, cat. You don't lay on the keyboard, okay? He was laying on the desk and he had like a leg twitch and he kicked to the switch and then he looked at the switch like, hey, what are you doing here? It's like
it was the Switch's fault.
Yeah, like the Switch is there and has been there. And now he's like, he's mad because he's like flipping his tail around. He's trying to knock stuff over.
You should just yeet him over your head.
Dude, this is the third time this week somebody has made that reference to me, and every single time I gotta be Switzerland. Gotta be like, well, I have no opinion on the subject. I have no influence in the ban department, the punitive measures of Twitch.tv. I leave that in the hands of the executive steering committee.
Dude, this dog is hauling butt. Well, where are you going? This dog is chasing the Google car really, really hard.
I'll tell you, I think I wouldn't say that I have information about where we are. The information comes from non-language aspects, but I think I have an idea of where we're located.
You could tell that the Google driver sped up to avoid hitting this dog.
Well, that's wise.
He just takes off, man. Like, for a little bit, the Google driver was kind of like tolerating the dog, but then I guess they realized that it was actually chasing it. And I mean, judging from the contrails that are being left by these wheels, he just bolted out of there.
This one's weird for me. Actually, this one has become quite hard.
I have not seen anything other than a dog chasing a car.
This one, I would really, really like to see another sign. Yes. I will say I have my hunch that we were in this part of the world, but
yes, this should give you a strong indication of that. However, I need a sign to verify.
I found a sign, and all I'm gonna say is no verification. It
does not tell me anything.
I know you're like, what do you mean no verification? I'm telling you what I saw. I looked at it and I went from this, for my personal level of knowledge, inconclusive. But I will say, now that I'm here and I know what rural this part of the world looks like, I'm never, ever going to guess the northern part of these countries again when I see a paved road.
Yeah, you got smoked last week with one of those.
Now I realize that I have been very ignorant when I've been like, I mean, there's people, but it doesn't look that big. Just put me in the north. Not that this is necessarily
I have found a city sign.
Yes. Are you confident from that sign that you know where we are?
Not.
Because I was going to say, like, totally. If you are, I'm jealous, but I'm twisting it up in my head.
I don't think it's I don't think it's this country. It's either this one.
Please let me go forward.
Okay. For sure, it is not this country. It is either going to be this one.
Please, sir, tell me, who's the best hockey player who's ever hailed from your country? Is it Teemu Selanne or Peter Forsberg?
No, it's not.
Or Lars Eller. Ah, crap, dude.
Lars Ulrich.
I don't talk about him anymore. I think we're like.
Were you ever a Metallica fan?
I like early Metallica decently. Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, was it Kill 'Em All? I like early Metallica.
That was their first album.
Yeah, I've never really been like a Metallica guy, but I do like those albums.
Well, I'm only guessing this because this almost is spelled like that, but I know this isn't the city. If this is true, this was a reach. It was definitely a reach. Oh wait, no, that's your guess. So it was Estonia. Okay,
dude, you guessed Estonia?
I guessed Estonia, but
That's incredible.
I found a city named Lake Mare, like whatever, and when I was debating whether or not it was going to be either Finland or somewhere around there, I knew for a fact it wasn't Norway. I zoomed in randomly on Estonia, and I found a city named Rakvir. Like R-A-K-V.
That's, very fortuitous. Can't deny that.
And I figured it's like, well, maybe it's just a different spelling.
Dude, I mean, it would be hypocritical of me to be mad about that when so many times I've just accidentally, with 10 seconds left, been like, oh, there it is. So I am, fair and square for sure.
Oof.
And I honestly couldn't tell you who the best hockey player that's ever come from Estonia is.
From Estonia. They probably do play hockey there.
I mean, I'm assuming they play, but they must be like a tier 4, tier 5 team. No offense. I mean, I mean, from Canada, we're like a tier 4, tier 5 soccer team, so it happens.
Well, I will take the lead going into the next week. I got lucky with the last one.
I was happy to pull a point back, honestly. That's fine. Not being a huge disadvantage next week.
Yeah, one of us has to take the lead next week, so
that's true.
Maybe it'll be you, maybe me. Who knows? Who really knows?
We don't have to take the lead next week. We could, if I win 2, you win 1, we'll finish the week 6-6.
That is actually true.
That'll be our 10th, 11th, 12th videos.
Huh. My mind has been blown now by math. And a really lucky Estonian guess.
Set theory.
So apparently, if we just see if we see a city that ends in ERE or VERE, it's going to be Estonia from now on. That's going to be one of those golden
come up
rules.
with a counter example to
that. That's what I'm enshrining that in my database of knowledge right now.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and congratulations on being ahead. We'll see you next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more Geoguessr. You watch on my channel, watch on Sinvicta's channel, watch on both our channels simultaneously. Click the like button, that helps out a great deal, and of course subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. See ya!
See you later!